Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam, Ahtham, wa Ahtham. Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us the truth. Shalawam, these sincere brothers out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining yourself. Shalawam, Tabernacle of David, as well as the hopeful elect. It's your brother Yaram Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson. Straight and sweet to the point, man. Let's get to it. All right. Haven't came up with a title for this one yet, but pretty much spoils. I might call it spoils of the heathen spoiling or whoever. Just spoils of men. All right, Shalom. Let's keep it going.
Growing problem and a nightmare for landlords, squatters, who take advantage of laws that allow them to live rent-free as the lengthy court process plays out.
Squatters, the new virus taking over America, stealing homes people have worked their entire lives to obtain. But what nobody's talking about is that America's squatting epidemic looks like it's being allowed to happen on purpose.
Boarded up windows, shattered glass, and trash everywhere, all the result of squatters in the place. And people living in this Brooklyn neighborhood say not even the police can help.
You've heard and seen the horror stories, intruders gaining entry or breaking into unoccupied homes and residences, in some cases mansions, throwing wild parties and living rent and care-free.
One of the alleged squatters destroyed their security camera. A few months later, another neighbor caught them taking water from her hose through a hole in the fence.
The alleged squatter says he has every right to be here, and he showed me a lease, which he says proves it. But the agent selling this multi-million-dollar estate says that lease is a fake.
Why can't you just change the locks?
Oh, I will be arrested instantly.
They turned off the hot water and then reported that they had no hot water. It's a $250 fine. The situation intensified when the house caught fire, but it was just the first of 3 fires at this house as recently as last month.
The police came. They cannot do nothing, they said.
Fishing Booker has a guide for any type of fishing experience around the world. Whether it's deep sea trolling, inshore...
So squatters are now wreaking havoc all across the country. But nobody's talking about the real reason this is happening, which is because America has secretly become filled with laws that protect criminals. Not just when they steal from businesses, closing them down, and not just when they attack the police and get released without bail. No, that's not enough. They're also protected when they steal homes and apartments. And most of America, myself included, has been shocked at the brazenness at which this is happening across the country. Because squatters aren't just taking over homes for a weekend of fun. In some cases, they're living in them for months, if not years. And this is raising uncomfortable questions in the minds of many people, like, what's the point of working hard to own a home if it can just be stolen by squatters at the drop of a hat? What's the point of doing that? Also, why is it that nobody in charge seems to be taking this issue seriously? And most importantly, has America gone from being a country that respected individual achievement and success to demonizing it by allowing the law-abiding to become prey for crooks and scumbags? Well, we're going to answer those questions, but first it's important to understand that squatting has exploded as a national crisis so quickly that it's going to erase the American dream faster than anyone's prepared for.
Hey, Shalom, man. Let me see. So, y'all see what's going on right there. Really simple, easy to explain right there, man. Squatters, spoiling. That's all that is. Got a couple precepts to get. Second address 15 comes to mind, right? And it was something going on over here at this basketball practice, man. This Jake mom was going off on her son. Basically, order. I'm laughing at it. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's crazy, man. It's no order, and just going off the spirit, man. It's just looking around, and it's no order. She going at him, at the son, for being out of order and not maintaining and handling his business. But where the father at? That's what we looking at. That's how we feeling. So it's like these women, just to get off the lesson and everything, not to get off the lesson, but I'm off the lesson, but these women, however it may have happened, whatever, man, the man's not in the household for whatever reason, it be the curses, right? And then Women be like, well, they don't need the father, or they don't want the order, they don't want none of that, they don't want to listen to a man. Therefore, you are harming the child in that instance by not listening to the man, like you're not listening to the man and not being in the order. And therefore, your son is going to be the same way. Your daughter is going to be the same way because there's no discipline, there's no order right there, right? And that's basically what's happening in Babylon, just to bring it back full circle. So 2nd Esdras 15:14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And that means that world at that point in instance means this kingdom, this wicked place. Everything that's going on in this place. This is their kingdom. This is their world. This is what they live in. All right? We not looking forward to living in this world. We looking forward to the world that's coming afterwards. Right? 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and with swords in their hands. All right? Swords in their hands, which is guns, basically. All right? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. These men that's squatting and doing all these actions, basically you're not regarding the kings and princes, and actually you are in a sense, because they passed these wicked laws. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. They passed these wicked laws that say you can squat in a place, and basically after a set amount of months, it'll be yours. Or, in Florida, I believe it's 7 years. You squat in a place, then it'll be yours. Right? Without really truly owning it or buying it, or, going through the proper tunnels, proper channels to purchase the home, which you're not earning it. You just moved in. It's, and that's what this generation, that's what this era right now enjoys, just to do things without any true hard work. They don't earn anything. They just take, right? And that's what spoiling means, what we get into, right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil, rob their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. These people are doing these things, squatting, because of the situation and the times, and how much things have become, the inflation and the lack of jobs, etc., etc. Right? I want to move over here and get Zechariah 14 comes to mind. I had this in the chamber, yeah, the sword. All right, Zechariah 14:1. Behold, the day of Yahawah cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahawah go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. Once again, Exodus 15:3, Yahawah is a man of war. Understand that. So what's about to happen? Man, we about to be made battle axes, right? And how we fighting? It ain't of our own ability. It ain't because we trained or none of that. All right, brothers ain't trained in warfare. Okay, we might have watched a couple movies, right? But that spirit of Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, that's Yahawah fighting. That's Yahawah with us in the battle, right? The chariots, all right? Everything that's going to be with us. And his feet shall stand in the day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem, on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof towards the east and towards the west. And there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove towards the north, and half of it towards the south. These governments. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Azal. Ye shall flee like as you fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah. And Yahawah my power shall come, and all the saints with thee. And the saints meaning the elect. All right? Saints meaning the brothers that's, going to be raised up, that's moving forth, that's holding it down. And it shall come to pass in that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark, but it shall be one day which shall be known to Yahawah, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light. All right? And if we go back, in the beginning there were light. Before the sun and the moon and the stars was created, it was a simple light, right? Yahawah created a light. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So the earth gives out its own light, basically. All right? Before the sun came to be. All right? It was a light. Now, if we go through that whole 7-day, 6-day process, understand that wasn't just days as you comprehend in your mind and simply time and days, 24-hour day periods. No, that was 1,000 years. Okay? That's an important thing to know when you're reading Genesis. All right? All right? Verse 8, and it shall be in that day that living waters, which is the truth, the understanding, the knowledge, shall go out from Jerusalem. It's coming out from the Israelites. It's coming out from the elect. Half of them towards the former sea, and half of them towards the hinder sea. In summer and in winter shall it be. And Yahawah shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one power, one Yahawah, and his name one. Right? And we know power was given unto who? Yahawashi. So Yahawashi is going to be ruling at this point in time. All right? All the land shall be turned as a plain from Geba to Rimmon, south of Jerusalem, and it shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place. From Benjamin's gate unto the place of the first gate, unto the corner gate, and from the tower of Hananel unto the king's winepress. And men shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. We will get our land back, right? After it's destroyed with ICBM missiles, as the scriptures depict, we will get our land back, okay? And we will live in our land, and we will rejoice, and we will be happy. We will rule over the nations. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahawah will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And what is that? The ICBM missiles at the end of the day, right? And man, Spirit just pushed me to read that. All right, but basically going back in all of this, all right, we are in what? The beginning of sorrows as well, moving forth into Jacob's trouble. It's processes and steps into the tribulation, the great tribulation, which we are going into. All right. So, as Elder Apostle Tahar deemed this year, the grateful year, hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So spoiling is a part of that. Purges, and plagues is a part of that. The cicadas are about to come out, right? And torment the south. So, hey, expect all these plagues to go forth. And if you ain't praying to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man, you're not going to make it. All right? Now, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all I got right now. Just really wanted to touch on that, on how New York and basically all over America squatting is going to be an issue. It's going to be a problem, right? So you got these rich people, they got multiple homes, and you come back to one of your homes, you've been gone from your home for a couple months, and somebody's living in your home, man, chilling, right? And you can't get them up out of there, right? Because the cops ain't about to help you do it, especially with 911 shutting down in certain areas and things like that. And you got to call up and you're getting AI and all of that and putting in reports. And these people still living in your homes chilling, right? This is going to drive people to what? To purchase firearms and remove them by force. And that's what the government wants, man. Right? Because really they looking at people as, what is the word, man? Basically dispendable, basically nothing. They're looking at them as nothing. Right? Basically, yeah, expendable. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Slovakia. But they don't really care about y'all. Y'all not worth nothing to them. Especially the elites. They don't care. They don't care if a couple bodies end up laid out in a couple houses. They don't care. Okay? They may act like they care because they got to put on that front. But they don't care, man. All right? And stop thinking they care. All right? Yo, never trust your enemy. Okay? And your enemy, these Edomites especially, they bandits. It's in their nature to be bandits and to go forth on this earth and spoil, rob, steal. They've been doing it through white-collar crimes lately. But, hey, they can get down to the physical. They can steal. They can just break into your stuff and take it. All right? And 2/3 is going to be heavily on it as well. Okay? It's going to be an all-out war, all-out chaos. If you ain't with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man, you getting ate up. Shalawam.